Hello everyone, welcome back to West of Loathing. Hold on one second, I should have done this before I started the video. We are going to turn down these sound effects so I can hear myself think. Dang, how loud are these sound effects? If I maybe... That's so much better. Alright, so last time we left off, we left the town of Boring Springs with our crazy horse. Anyways, now we're gonna see what the goblin wants. What's up, dude? It's your partner. Talk. Hello, Gary. Wanting more goblin meat? Gary is hearing about goblins in Old Fortress, or Old Fort nearby. You discovered a new map location. Fort Cowardice. Okay. What do you think we should do next? I'm forgetting about anything. Am I forgetting anything? West, to go fast, okay? Big Iron Snake. To riding. So fast. Taking us. The Big Iron? You mean the train? Yes. Asking the train man. Any other ideas? Gary says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. It would be nice to have a base of operations. Ask for any other suggestions. Thanks for looking. Okay. So I thought I was gonna die earlier today. Alright, let me read this. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Soko. Or Sicko. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as a saloon goes. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks. A poker game instead of a cockfighting pit. The last place had a cockfighting pit? But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy. Rancid tobacco spit. Sigh. Here we go again. Alright. Fine. You are now hunkered down next to the brass-filled bucket which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ample humidity around here is pretty low enough that the spittoon evaporates near as quick as it accumulates. No, that's bad because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, that toxins that fill that don't evaporate. Several years worth of distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and frosty of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yep. Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tobacco pudding, except instead of tobacco, it's basically poison. It smells like something ran over a skunk waiting a week and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figure, and unless disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. Dang, that's like good for everything but my build. You got a filthy... Sweet. Hoorah. Open my backpack. It's not that going offhand. So I got no pants and no boots. What? These guys must have fallen asleep during the brawl. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Phoenix King. Glad to know. Hey, Phoenix King. Nice to know you, Phoenix King. Folks around here just call me... What? I think that's Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. Saw a sign out front advertising a room. Let me get a quick drink. That's right. Finest room in the house. And plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room is yours if you want it. If you want it. Wow, great. Sweet. So, poker room, swap meet, kitchen. Alright, let's go check out this place, I guess. Okay. Let's go with guest room. So I assume this is our room. Sweet. You look at yourself in the mirror. You call yourself a Yalla head lizard snurfing jerk. You gain an effect angry. Oh wow. You're madder than a hornet. If your anger level gets any higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. Sweet. Insult yourself again. You better not insult yourself anymore. You get any anger, you're liable to pass out. Your bed. There's a postcard on this little table. So we're all here. Okay. This blank postcard, maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you send by going to a building called a post office and giving it to the, excuse me, correspondent wizard who works there. Okay, neat. So I assume this just goes, this opens out back. Okay. Watch merchants. Hello there, welcome. No, sorry. Bag of shroom grow. Used to discover new map locations. If you can't find any high ground point, if you can find a high vantage point, use this to learn new snake oiling. This is an old back issue of Popular Magazine for snake oilers. I think I'm gonna pick that up. That actually might be useful. We're also gonna pick up increase your muscle. I'm just going to Moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. I'm not gonna. We'll also pick up some binoculars. This is a bag of Partner Shroom Groom. Miracle Fungus Fertilizer. Guaranteed to increase the size and intensity of any mycological segment. Sweet. I think I'm going to keep everything on me that I have. Sorry, I don't want to talk to you again. Alright, we are going to read this. Okay. There's a recipe for a new kind of snake oil. Concoction. Concoction. That looks like it might come in handy in a fight. Gives good medicine a skill that lets you recover HP in combat. There's a letter to the editor from a woman in Wyoming who had an amazing idea. What if you shoot somebody 3 times instead of just once? Gives Fanhammer a combat skill that lets you quickly do 3 ranged attacks. There's a folded out chart listing all of the hottest new poisons. Give Expert Poisoner a passive skill that multiplies the amount of poison you apply to enemies when you poison them. Do I want to heal in combat? Or do I want to hit a lot of stuff with a fan hammer? Or fan the hammer? Or do I want to bleed everyone out? I'll go fan hammer. You unlock You unload round after round into a nearby cactus just to see how it feels. It feels pretty good. You got a new skill, Fan Hammer. Shoot first, then shoot again, then shoot again. And then ask questions if there's anything left to ask a question. 3 AP, so 3 action points. Each subsequent attack deals 1 more damage. Shoot your target 3 times. Unfortunately, a stray spark from one of your shots sets the magazine on fire, and you're unable to prevent it from being destroyed. Oh. Have I another? No, but I might get enough meat for that. Okay, let's go right there. This little girl's some fog. Maybe later. One of those new fancy dandy telegraph machines. Big cabinet locked of post boxes. Hi, I'm Phoenix King. Hi, I'm Phoenix King Vanlord. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alright, let me have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. So, I think that's gonna be important later. I don't know how, but I get to see it. These flowers smell really good. This item goes in your off-tan. Stench resistance. Stench resistance reduces the amount of damage you take from smelling sours. Smelling sours. I don't know exactly if my whip snake counts as melee. Howdy. Howdy. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. Offer to be a sheriff. Offer to help. Offer to leave and leave. Offer to help. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure. If you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice wanted poster. Excuse me. Or every time I say excuse me, my iPhone, my Siri activates every time. I swear, it used to never go off. Now it goes off all the time. Always somebody in need of justice wanted poster are back there. Cells are over yonder. She points behind her and off to the right, respectively. Take your leave. Okay, hold on. Let me just look around here for a second. So we got this empty cell is all ghostly. There's something really weird going on here with all this ghost. It's a wanted oh, sorry, hold on. It's wanted poster, or a wanted poster if accurate is important. Okay. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. I'll go with the wanted poster. It says wanted. The House in the Desert Gang. For more Marching Gang. Non-pay meat, squatting, and general public. This is also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the house in the desert. You wonder if the house named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least there's location is unambiguous. Wanna go find them? Yeah. You take note of the location of the house and resolve to bring the house gang to justice. You discover a new map location, the house in the desert. Okay. Poster reads, wasted. Strippy Hang Gang for Grand Theft Paint in Tasteless Hat Vandalism. That's a thing. Last seen in the city of Cavern Canyon. Okay, sweet, interesting. Dirtwater rotten paint thieves and low down non-fashion scent hat vandals. Despicable. Wanna go find him? Yeah. Discovery location. Cavern Canyon. Leave. Okay. Here's a weird ghostly carriage here. Get in? Yeah, I'll save that for later. Alright. So, we're gonna poke around the saloon for a minute. Bar room. Poker room. What's the rules? No, that could be a future video, just playing poker. Slot meat. The man points to the sign on the counter. Slot meat, 5 meat. Buy slot meat. You get an item, plate of slot meat. Hey, how come there's allowed to drink without a hat? Increases your maximum HP by 5 for the rest of the day. So, this chair fell over. Set it back up. Kyle, hit it. Kyle, hit it again. In the kitchen. This game has a lot of reading. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, you know, looking around. So, you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventurous. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of salt pepper and need some more. Someone to go pick me up some more. Salt pepper? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chief? Here's the oh my god, why can't I read? Who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet is the military camp, because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. Then shut. No, whatever. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, be right back. Alright, shuffle. This lady, okay. Okay. That's the kitchen. We were in the poker room. Okay, let's go on some quests before I have to end this episode for being stupidly long. Wait, what was the one going? Okay, so this is just inside. Okay. So map. Ooh. Lord, this is a big place. I guess head over here. A skeleton approaches you in that jittery stop-motion way that skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be a skeleton of bean slinging. You remember the classic saying, "Old bean slingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells and use at you afterwards. Fight." Okay, should I don't have enough action points for that. 5 damage. Oh, that does. Okay, we're doing this. Stupid amount of damage. Okay. Gray. Oh, Gary Fuck. The target dealing 1 to 10 damage. Gary will spawn a goblin grunt to assist you with the fighting. Proceed.
now I will summon a snake. Alright, you hit him with this. Oh my god, I picked the right dude to go with this class. You beat up the skeleton and search it for loot, in which is much easier with the skeleton than with most other types of people. Sweet, I leveled up. Yeehaw, Deadeye! You're a crack shot. You can bullseye a bullseye at 300 paces. You can shoot a fish in a barrel, even if the fish is really small and the barrel is really big. Plus 3 pistol damage. A handful of loose teeth. Perhaps you could sell them to, pardon me, a dentist student. I got some pants. Plus spell damage. It's hard to put beans on the inside with... Wait, hard to put beans on the inside without getting beans on the outside. At least it was for whoever's pants these were. Plus 3 spell damage. Self 30 meat. That's neat. Nice. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you have a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Look like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on freckles. Sneak in my middle name. Sneaking is my middle name. Wait, really? Yeah, Sneaking is my middle name. Oh, okay. If you say so, thanks. Me on my way to steal your girl. But I got some sort of dog here. From the sounds of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Wait, your options. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Alright, bring it on. We ain't gonna be outnumbered for long. Go Snake! You'll never take us alive. Oh no. Oh dang. Oh, my backup's dead. Probably just want to go with the knife. It does the most damage. Oh! I mean, that shoot twice. I can't whip brass. I have no action points. Alright, let's go attack again. This is not boding well. Yeah, I should not have wasted my action point on deploying a snake. You lost. The bandits go back into the house after depositing you in a heap next to Psychos. You gain, in effect, angry. You get so angry about losing the fight that you pass out. ZZZ. You wake up the next morning in your bed. Gary must have carried you back here after you got knocked out. You're a little sore, but not worse for not otherwise any worse for wear. You're pretty hungry though, and sober. Well, that's not a good beginning to my journey. Okay,
So we are going to this stomach. My bad. I clicked off. And now we are going to liver. I'll have a shot of Borton coming right up. I'll have another shot. I need anything else? I'll have another shot. Okay. See you later. So that should be. Oh, I gotta drink them. Sleeping. Your sleeping capacity depends how many potions you can use in a day. Okay. You can look inside and extract medical, venom, medical, venom. One more set of each. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta get angry. Okay. You're stacking buffs. I'm gonna sell these pants. Sell these loose teeth. Sell this gold tooth. Sell the cufflinks. Okay. Okay. Should I buy a stick of dynamite? Alright, we're doing this again. Your booze senses are alert. The booze senses alert you to the presence of a rock. Confused, you move the rock, and sure enough, there's a bottle of booze behind it. You get an item, cheap bottom of tequila. Increases your mysticality by 3 for the rest of the day. Phew, you were afraid for a second that the booze sense had been replaced with some kind of rock sense. Good news. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Bring it on. Back off for now. Okay. We'll fight him again, I guess. Wait, I don't have enough action? Oh, that sucks. Snake item, medicinal. Okay, so I can heal with that. Item, basic venom vial. Won't end your turn. Poison all 3 of you. Then I'm gonna shoot you. Just hit him with that. Alright, shoot this guy. Okay, poison is broken. I'm so glad I picked this. I need to like max out how much poison I do. Victory! Justice has been served to the old house gang. Yeehaw, great. The extent to which you are truly gritty, the higher it is, the tougher you'll be. I gotta end this recording soon. Plus 3 max, plus 38 maximum HP, plus 1 stomach capacity, plus 1 pain tolerance. Bag of ears is and such. You didn't feel like carrying the carrying the entire house in the desert gang back to town, so you just took a few bits. Desert Gang 6-shooter. This is a fancy 6-shooter. You might even go so far as to say, Ray, it's a 7-gun. Oh, good. Plus 1 Moxie. 6 to 7 damage. Black hat. Don't be afraid of this hat. It's not inherently bad. It's just a common style of choice for bad guys. Plus 1 armor. Ooh, these boots are good. These already black boots have been through... Sorry, what was I? Have been through... Okay. These already black boots have been through... Boot blackened. They must have been stolen from somebody with both fashion sense and meat in... Okay. Plus 1 maximum AP, plus 1 Moxie. Sweet. So let's... Oh, we got the boots on. So this hat also gives plus 1. So my hat gets plus 1 Moxie, but this one gives plus 1 armor. I think I'm gonna stick with the Moxie. This gun does... Yeah, this gun is gonna be... We are gonna be absolutely devious with that gun. Broken board. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's go. Okay. You come across a corpse of a cowboy. How do you know it's the corpse of a cowboy? Well, you see by his outfit that he is a cowboy, and you see by lack of flesh that he is a corpse. Take his stuff and also his bones. Ruthless. Dang, Phoenix King, you're really not that sentimental type, are you? You got an item. Thick chaps. You got 3 skeleton bones. Nope. Alright, I think that's probably where I'm gonna have to end this one here. Actually, I'll hand in the quest and I'll end it. But man, this guy looks like he's in a lot of pain. Check him out. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it just sort of broke all of a sudden, I guess. I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrients can be difficult these days and this day and age. I'm going to need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure, I'm a snake oil salesman. Thank you. There's a mansion up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get me some broken leg pills? Okay, coming up. So head back to the jail. Howdy. What'd you need? Give her what's left of the Dennison gang. Well, this certainly is a bag of severed ears and teeth and such. Which gang was this? The House in the Desert gang. I'll take your word for it. Good job. You get 500 meat XP. Yeehaw! Leveled up Moxie. I think I already explained what Moxie does. Alright, that's where I'm gonna end this one, everyone. Alright. Hello, everyone. This is the end of this episode of West of Loathing. So with a successful gang hideout, I guess, wiped out behind us, tons of new pets, adventures, friends, companions, and horses in front of us, that's where I'm going to end this one, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to the next one, and goodbye.